video is about solving rational equations by canceling denominators or by multiplying by the denominator. Let's get started. This method for solving rational equations is called the clearing fractions method, where we're going to multiply by a common denominator and clear out the fractions. Okay? So I'm going to do number 3 here. And I'm going to take this in an extra step, okay? I'm first going to find the common denominator, okay? And I ask the very important question of what does this denominator have that this one doesn't? The answer is a 4. So multiply top and bottom here by 4, okay? And then what does this denominator have that this one doesn't? And it's the x plus 2. Again, you're thinking about x plus 2 as a unit, as a factor that's all together, and not x and 2 as separate things. Okay, so let's rewrite this. I have 4 times x minus 1 divided by 4 times x plus 2 is equal to 3 times x plus 2 divided by 4 times x plus 2. Okay, so what I can do now is I can multiply both sides by my common denominator, 4 times x plus 2 and 4 times x plus 2. And what happens is that these 4's cancel and the x plus 2's cancel on both sides. And what I'm left with is 4 times x minus 1 is equal to 3 times x plus 2. Okay? And then I can solve this equation. So I would do that by distributing the 4 and the 3, and 4 times x is 4x, 4 times negative 1 is minus 4, 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 2 is 6. Okay? And I will solve this by getting my my variables together, and then I will get the constants on the right side, and I get x is equal to 10. Okay, now before I box that and think I'm done, do I get division by 0? No, that would only happen when x is negative 2, and so this must be my solution. Okay, now this is a little bit different than the equating numerators method because I'm now multiplying by the common denominator. Okay, now once you get comfortable with this method, you could get to the point where from the very beginning, okay, you can multiply by 4 times x plus 2 and 4 times x plus 2, and you could then cancel off the common, cross-canceling those, okay? But at the very beginning, I would encourage you to first find a common denominator, okay, and then multiply by that denominator, and then go from there. Let's look at one more question like this. We'll look at number 4. Okay, my very first step will again be to factor all the denominators. Okay, just like I did for adding and subtracting, b plus 3 is fine, b minus 3 is fine. Let me zoom in here just so I can see it a bit better. And then b squared minus 9 can be factored. That's the difference of squares. So I get b, and 9 is 3 times 3, and I get a plus and a minus. Okay, so I'm first going to take that initial step of finding common denominators for all of my terms. Okay, and so what does this one have that this one doesn't? And it's a b minus 3, top and bottom. Okay, and then what does this one have that this one doesn't? And it's a b plus 3 and a b plus 3. Okay, and then this is my common denominator, so that one's fine. So let's rewrite this. I get 7 times b minus 3 divided by b plus 3, b minus 3, plus 5 times b plus 3 over b plus 3, b minus 3, equals 10b minus 2 divided by b plus 3, b minus 3. Okay, so now I can multiply both sides by this common denominator. Multiply by b plus 3, b minus 3 to this whole term, and this whole side times b plus 3, b minus 3. Okay, if we do that, this cancels with this, and this cancels with this. Okay, and what I get is 7 b minus 3 plus 5 times b plus 3 is equal to 10b minus 2. And from here, hopefully you're pretty comfortable solving problems like this. I will distribute my 7. 7 times b is 7b. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. Plus 5 times b is 5b. 5 times 3 is 15 is equal to 10b minus 2. Okay, I'm now going to combine like terms. And 7b and 5b give me 12b. Negative 21 plus 15 is minus 6 equals 10b minus 2. And I'm going to subtract 10b from both sides and add 6 to both sides so that I get 2b is equal to 4, and divide by 2, and b is equal to 2. Now before I box that and think I'm done, would I get division by 0? Well, no, I'd only get that if I had negative 3 and positive 3, and I have 2 here. So this is the solution to this equation. Okay, again, you could get to the point where you can multiply everything by this b plus 3, b minus 3 at the very beginning and skip this blue step. But until you are at that point, please first find a common denominator and then multiply by that common denominator. All right, this video was about solving rational equations by canceling denominators. Thank you for watching.